Hello there. This video is going to be about me showing you some of my Care Bear posables and other Care Bear figures from my collection. I don't have a ton of them, but I thought they'd be pretty interesting for folks to see and maybe learn about if you don't know which of these items are vintage versus which are from the more recent reproduction era. I'll start with this bear. This is Love-A-Lot Bear, whose name I often forget. Love-A-Lot is known by these two hearts side by side. This posable is from the original 1980s Care Bears line. They're known as PVC posables, and you'll notice that they're kind of squishy. The vinyl is soft, so and they have a little bit of rooted hair at the top. Of course, Care Bears also have a little heart on their bum, and that's another feature of them. These posables were made to kind of be used in play sets, and they came with accessories, but I don't have any of the accessories that go with them. I don't know what Love-A-Lot Bear's original accessories were meant to be, but they would have fit into the hand right here. And it should be noted that Care Bears do have genders, and they are very specifically delineated. And I guess when I was a kid I never really thought of them as having genders, although I didn't watch the TV show since I lived in the country and we only had what is known as farmer vision. So we didn't get the TV shows that you would get in the city. Anyway, but nonetheless, Love-A-Lot Bear is a pink color and she is a girl. Now, this particular specimen is a little worse for wear. The paint has rubbed off of her nose. But otherwise, she's not doing too bad. Someone wrote their initials on this bear at some point. She doesn't have any signs of vinyl deterioration, which manifests often as kind of gray spots on the vinyl. And her hair has not been cut either, so that's pretty good. So all it would take to really restore her is some paint on the nose, although there are scratches on her symbol as well. Okay, so this is Love-A-Lot Bear. Let's put her away for now. I find that I have trouble getting them to stand up, so I'm just gonna make her sit like so in the background. Okay, the next 80s posable that I have to show you is Gentle Heart Lamb, which of course is not a bear, but a lamb, a Care Bear cousin. And I really like this posable. I like the design of the lamb that I don't actually know for sure that his gender is he, but he is green, this kind of lovely soft green with this very appealing pillow, heart-shaped pillow graphic as the symbol. And it's really nice to touch because the surface is textured to be curly like lamb's wool. So this is a really nice one that I like a lot. Here is Birthday Bear. known by his cupcake with a birthday candle. Yellow color. And a little cheeky tongue on the side of the mouth, maybe because Birthday Bear is thinking about the delicious birthday cake cupcake. Who knows? This one's a real sweetie. One of the real appeals, I think, of this toy line is just the wide variety of colors, and that really adds to the appeal, for me at least. Okay, now I'm going to bring out two of the same, because I can't actually decide which one is in better shape. I think they're kind of equally not great. These were both dug out of the thrift store, and one of them has some vinyl deterioration, and the other one has some kind of dirt and staining. So it's kind of hard to tell which is the better one. Often, you know, we collectors, when we dig out toys, we'll find things that are doubles of what we already have, but then we'll take a look and say, okay, well, is it an upgrade from what I already have? And this, it's really hard to tell, to be honest. The vinyl deterioration spots on this one are a significant downside. It's also interesting that both of these are in such rough shape. Sometimes you'll find in toy lines that certain models of the toys end up deteriorating in similar ways. That's certainly the case with My Little Pony. And you'll find that maybe the mix of the vinyl that they used kind of deteriorates in a similar way across the whole line. So unfortunately, the lovely teal colored Wish Bear is a little worse for wear. And I would probably classify both of these as semi-bait tea, as in being custom bait, but they also could use some restoration, and maybe with some restoration they would be collectible again. Now, of course, they are collectible to me because I have them in my collection. Okay, goodbye, little Wish Bears. Those are all the posables that I currently have. Now I'm going to bring out some newer versions of the Care Bears line that kind of began in the early 2000s, kind of as a revival, and to kind of capitalize on, first of all, just the innate wonderfulness of these characters, but also the fact that, you know, the people who enjoyed these as children then grow up and have their own children, and so they want to share these toys with them when they become adults and parents themselves. So this toy, I am not sure I haven't done any research on this, and maybe you know what this toy is from. I think it might be from a checkers set that you can get. It might be like one piece of that checkers set that you would then use as a playing piece. This, of course, is Share Bear with the two crossed lollipops, and in the 1980s, Share Bear actually, the symbol was different. It was a milkshake with two straws coming out of it to indicate the sharing aspect. So I'm not entirely sure the provenance of this little item, but of course it's extremely cute. Now these ones, I believe, go with a bath time play set. So we have Wish Bear and we have Share Bear. obviously set up for water playtime. And I don't have the playset, but these characters, I have them loose. Share Bear has this, has a decoration there. Wish Bear is all set in the boat. These are very sweet little characters. Here's another Wish Bear, and this one also goes with a playset of some kind. I don't know what though, but I really like this one's little pose. I think that he looks very cute if you sit him on a shelf. Just looking very sweet. Here are also some more contemporary examples. I'm not sure. I think these are probably blind bags from the mid-2000s. We've got Cheer Bear, and I think it says Funshine Bear or Sunshine Bear. I think these are blind bags from that era, because the blind bag Care Bears that we have now look pretty different. They are kind of have more longer limbs and more differently shaped heads. Like here you have two examples. Of course the detail on this is better. The paint job on here is a little sloppy. But this is a blind bag Care Bear, and it does have a serial number on it as opposed to this one, which doesn't, so maybe this one isn't a blind bag in fact. But this Cheer Bear is pretty cute. Kind of a really nice, hard plastic, sturdy, and really nice for shelf display. Oh, here's another Cheer Bear for that bath time playset. I believe that the playset involves like a slide that the characters and their pieces can slide around on, so that's why they have these railings on the bottom. Okay, now the final items that I'm going to show in my Care Bear figures collection are not actually toys, but rather decorations. They are these magnets, and we have a Tenderheart Lion and the original Tenderheart Bear. Wait, no. Braveheart Lion, Tenderheart Bear. And they're great little, nicely detailed fridge magnets, or magnets for wherever you want to put them. And these I also picked up at a thrift store at different times, I think. And you can see there is a copyright American Greetings Corporation, AGC, on the back. So these would come from the sort of mid-1980s, I would say. They certainly have that kind of patina to them, and the plastic has that quality, that aged, and you can see it's a little bit yellow too, so they're definitely quite old. These are pretty sweet. Okay, so that's a little look into my collection with just some of my Care Bear stuff. I tend to just pick it up where I can find it when I'm out thrift shopping. I don't do a lot of purchasing of it online, but this is what I have, and I think Care Bears are such a fun line for kids to enjoy, and I hope that they continue doing reproductions and different toy lines with these characters for many years. Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. This has been Collector Sounds.